Let's do it. Let's do it. We can probably do this twice. I don't remember how long these take. It's all such a blur, but I typically, you know what's kind of funny is I typically do these towards the end of my stream, and fucking Till Rigger's like, "You getting sleepy, Tenno?" I was like, "Fuck you, yes I am." leave me alone, memester.
Two crystal formations so intertwined with void energy that a tunnel forever links them. Protect them at all costs.
Prepare for incoming support.
Because you're here, I'm dropping a Clem clone, but normally I wouldn't. Protect my boy. Protect. Looking spicy. Probably 20-minute for rotation C? Then we can definitely do 2, yeah. What do you need here? What are you farming here, by the way? Shameless plug. Inbound.
Old War. Warframe made crystal caskets. Caskets for who? Belric Rania. Mighty good genes they had, yes. Genes for the two men.
I need about 2k more crystals? Nice. So you're in it to win it, eh?
My two men get stronger.
Yeah, I obtained the scene here. And then I realized I needed secondary encumber, and I was like, damn. And so that whole fiasco with the Magister ribbon happened the other day. And then, you know, cooler heads prevailed. Critnix convinced me to get the rank 5 secondary encumber, so I have that from here. I don't have to like farm that out or whatever. But I do need another citrine for Helminth, so. The cool thing is, like, having a surplus of these crystals is not a bad idea. I do like to have a surplus. And rotation C drops the actual parts for citrine. So the more rotation C I get, the better. Maybe I can like hoard my crystals and just RNG my way into that next set. That'd be nice. Critnix, are you using Nourish with it? If not, then it's gonna suck. That is a good point. Yeah, like, viral on everything is very strong. Ooh woo, I hate that sound, but, you know, we anime now, apparently. Senpai, please. Desio.
Trouble on Venus. Get
Oh my Wamo. Kohi gyunyu kudasai. Actually, I want to go to bed. Just kidding. Just kidding. How you doing, Critnix? I'm about to get out of here. I got like 40 minutes left. In the stream.
Always collect our debts.
Ikozol.
Do you know the story of Belric and Rania? Lovers whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her crystal. It is their remains.
How are you
and the
doing today,
connection
bruh?
forged between them that you are protecting.
Oh yeah, I forgot Nourish. LOL, LOL. If you have another way of stripping armor, then switch to viral heat instead of my corrosive heat. Playing Spider-Man 2. I saw artwork recently. It's a picture of Spider-Man upside down kissing somebody. And it says it tastes like the real thing. Or it looks like the real thing, it tastes like the real thing. Very interesting artwork. Are you a fan of like Marvel and DC? If so, like what is your favorite superhero? Who is your favorite superhero? Does it speak, does it say a lot about your personality? Are you a fan of the multiverse for Spider-Man? Or do you prefer like the OG Peter Parker storyline? Are you a Spider-Pig enjoyer? I'm sorry, I'm tired. Forgive me. Forgive me. 8-hour stream and such. My face. My face. Also, Spider-Pig is peak, okay?
One more trip through the tunnel of love, Tenno.
All are great. I'm definitely a fan of some more than others.
Getting tired, Tenno? Getting sleepy? Well, I can go all day and all night. Watch me.
Do you want to come do Citrine Farm with us? We're gonna do Rotation C one more time after this, if you want to join. Your Mesa deals more damage than mine, which makes me want to play Speed Nova when you're in this group, but I don't care what you play. You never really need help to deal damage anyway. I like Andrew Spider-Man the most out of all three actors. I like how the other Tyana goes clockwise when I go counterclockwise around. Teamwork makes the dream work, bruh. You guys are locked in. Zoomy. What is Andrew Spider-Man? I need to know. Dude did a barrel roll in slow motion and got murked. LOL. Slow motion. Andrew Garfield version. Interesting. I'll have to take a look. I'll take a look at that tonight. Andrew Garfield version. I'm curious. Curiosity killed the cat. Ha! Cats have 9 lives.
Corvus forces have regrouped. Go.
Bro, I just spent 200 plat on a 30-day resource booster. I am ready. I'm ready. I'm prepared to keep farming, bro. 200 plat. I only have like 2 plat now. Goals. Hashtag goals. Stupid grandmother tokens. I didn't know I needed so many resources in order to unlock all the frickin' Incarnon weapons. Damn it. Damn it. Also, I'm craving a vanilla Coke. I don't understand why. Don't blame me for being honest, okay? Also, if I was a very toxic, like, high-profile actor, like an A-list actor, I would have a person dedicated to bringing me a vanilla Coke. And just that. They would hang around, and their only job would be... No, I'm kidding. You ever crave, like, soda, like, random soda? Sometimes I just crave random soda. I don't really drink soda, but like when I do, I kind of go ham. Just drink a lot of it. I need refills. Speaking of A-list actors, Critnex, aka Ryan Gosling, could you ever see yourself acting? Do you? Would you ever be an actor? Are you a big fan of the drama? I like the Toby one. It's pizza time. Pizza time! I remember hearing that song recently. Pizza pizza. Toby Maguire was kind of overrated for me. But the memes material from it is great. That's true. Like, the memes are timeless. Timeless. Big timeless. I concur. I do agree. Many people like Toby version because they were the very first hero movies. That's fair. It's from a different era, right? That's success. No? But you are Ryan Gosling, though. I would get along a lot better with comedians than I would with actors. Actor drama show.
My tube men are endless, Tenno. Are you?
Yeah, it's probably because it's the first one I watched too, yeah. The vibe from like the first Iron Man, the first Spider-Man, there's something that... How do you say?
Belric the Bold.
The popularity caused a chase in not just the franchise, but also in the genre, forcing the grassroots demographic to become pushed in different directions. That's all I'll say about the subject. It hits different, for sure. But that's not to say that, you know... It's not to say that other films that came out afterwards aren't great. And I do think that overrated is a good term. It's important to, like, appreciate like, where we came from. But if you really want to talk about early hero films, you can't forget about early radio. Like, early radio stories of heroes and, you know, black and white film shaped and started to, like, deeply impact a lot of what we know today because of what early Hollywood was like as a result of early radio and black and white film. Back then when they talked like this, see, and everything was a bit excited. Tune in next week and find out. Shut up, dude. Shut that up. Turn off that radio. If I had a time machine, I would want it to be just consolidated within the little radio, and every time I turned it on, it would just be that. Like, it would just be like old school, like episodic action like stories. That'd be cool. Make sure to keep. Old school. Steamboat Willie. Literally me. I like Ryan Gosling movies vibe. Watch it? Oh yeah, I'll watch it before I leave. How long is it? Wait a minute. How long is it? How long is this? Better not be a full-length movie. Don't do it to me. The Fallout ad voice? Yeah. 1000%.
These crystals formed on Deimos.
Have you ever heard? Have you ever heard of Flash Gordon? No, but actually, have you heard of Flash Gordon? Superheroes hit big different back then, bruh. I like how Fallout epitomizes that vibe, like old timey flapper vibe. Big flapper. If I was a porn star or a professional wrestler, I can't even keep a straight face. My name would be Big Flapper. Big Flapper. Porn star. The ego on this guy. Considers themselves viable as both a porn star and yet a professional wrestler. I guess they're one and the same when you really think about it. Practically the same thing. It's a goose. No, it's a duck. Practically... I mean, it's practically the same thing. What really are we talking about here, though, actually? I'm getting tired. It's time for bed. Bedtime! Bedtime! Clem clone. Clem is here. Clem is here to stay. Clem won't die. Too tanky. Big tank. 4 minute? Huh? What's your number one hero? You didn't say? Me? Me? You talking to me? Or are you talking to Gridnex? Talking to you? Okay. My favorite hero is actually Goku. Goku's evolution from like the entire arc is just my favorite progression, and it is a incredibly overpowered, kind, curious, and benevolent like hero. Son Goku, Kakorato, is my absolute favorite hero of all time. There, I said it. But that isn't Marvel or DC. If I had to pick one, I mean, I'd have to look at the list, because I forget which is Marvel and DC. Like, I'd have to look at the lineup. So that would be, you know, affecting my choice. I can't recall correctly the split between those two companies or universes.
One on Venus.
Goku's design is chef's kiss.
Tube men, smash this tunnel. Stop the rodents.
How about you, Max? What's your favorite superhero of all time? Or if you can pin it down to DC and Marvel, what would be your favorite hero? Huh? What about you? Huh?
Collecting a critical mass of Citrine's remnants will create a prismatic ward to these crystals.
Probably Spider-Man from Marvel, most memorable movies. They're pretty good. My kitty cat has fallen. Not much of a superhero guy, though. I already forgot the plot of half the MCU movies. I remember the archetypes of the hero and their, like, antithesis, their villain, more than I actually remember plots or, like, dialogue and story. Era and iteration are crucial as well. Like, modern Marvel, modern DC, I'm not really too up to date on, to be fair. But even, like, let's say, prior to 2000, right? There are so many iterations of the characters. There's, like, so much variation within the Marvel and DC universe that there's really, I mean, pick your poison, you know? But like modern stuff, I haven't been really like exposed to it as much.
Somewhere, Citrine still seeks to protect Belric and Rania. Collect her remnants to fulfill her final wish.
I don't watch MCU because my old team lead pretty much forced me to. Huh?
And so we learn
That's cool.
the importance of clarity and purpose.
Rania Crystal. GG. I guess we go again. Let's do this. One more again. One more again. GG. No part. Yeah. I don't know which parts I have for Citron. I have to check. I might have the chassis. Ooh. Last one for me, and then I'll watch that video and I gotta get out of here.
Tenno, the
QQGG.
Corvus and Grenier seek to destroy two crystal formations so intertwined with void energy that a tunnel forever links them. Protect them.
Yeah,
at
I
all
have
costs.
this.
Cold War. Warframe made crystal caskets. Caskets for who? Belric and Rania. Mighty good genes they had, yes. Genes for the tube men. Smash the crystals. Take the genes. Do the science. My tube men get stronger.
Prepare for incoming support.
Their will is breaking! They can be killed! Friends, do not relent!
I need weapons too. Draw from rotation B. Gotcha. If this was A, B, B, C, 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 I would like look to do group endurance runs for this, but it's not. But it's not. It is not. Yeah, it would be nice, right? Nice things we cannot have. Devs say no. Short. No. As you cannot.
Do not relent!
At this rate of farming, I need 5.725 hours more of mirror defense. Easy? That's not that bad, actually.
That was a close one. Corvus forces have regrouped. Go. Do you know the story of Belric and Rania? Lovers whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her crystal. It is their remains, and the connection forged between them that you are protecting.
Reduced by 40 minutes every part drop? Damn, it's good math, bro. Like, I struggle with 2 plus 2. What's a coefficient mean, though? Imagine joining a world versus world guild only to challenge their builds based on theory crafting using coefficients. Imagine being the player that does that. Just imagine. Math sucks, though. It does. Just think about it. You have to be a math nerd to enjoy math, I think. I wish I was much better at math. Calculators ruin everyone.
My tube men are endless.
I'm actually only trolling, though.
Are you?
Like, it's nice to have somebody that cares about math. Numbers can be hard. Numbers. But what about ROI? Who cares? Quiet. I obviously care about numbies because, like, we can see them on my screen, right? Big numbies. I'm getting too snarky. Got like 30 minutes tops left in me. I'm so tired, actually. Ooh.
Tube men, smash this tunnel. Stop the road.
That'd be pretty funny. Warframe Plat Casino when? Dude. We need to put one in the Dorma Zone. Like... Imagine being able to enter another player's Dorma Zone and they have like a series of slot machines and like you can gamble plat. Dude, imagine. I think that'd be kind of sweet, actually. I'm being focused. Greedy. I've been stripped of my abilities. I'd be on there all day. They would never do something like that. I would... I don't know. I believe with all of my heart that Warframe, like if DE implemented Go and chess in the Dorma Zone, the players would populate it a lot more, and they would also spend more time collecting resources to decorate their Dorma Zone. Clip that, hot take, guaranteed. Guaranteed, very, very high traffic. Guaranteed. Very high traffic. I would fight you in Go or in chess in your Dorma Zone if it existed. And I'm not great at those games. I would just do it. If they're very popular games, you can't copyright them, they're very old. Like, do it. Give me a reason to care about Dorma Zone. I don't care. I don't care. I'm glad other people do. I just don't care. And those are hyper competitive games. Like, there's no currency associated to winning or losing in them either. Definitely don't do that. For sure don't do that. You'll have players just spending thousands of hours hanging out with each other in each other's Dorma Zone to play those games. Hot take? I know, maybe not. You already thought of the idea? Of course you did. Of course you did. It's a good idea. They should do it. You're welcome.
collapses.
You're welcome. You're
Do
welcome.
not let that happen.
Easy. Remember back when Ember Heirloom came out? No. People were offering landscapes, lap dances in order just for fun. I wasn't around. I don't doubt it. I mean, we see what we have with WoW, you know? I don't doubt it. I've seen videos of it in WoW, which is really funny. It's very cringe, but also very funny. Yeah, that heirloom skin is kind of cheeky, if you know what I mean. I'm sad because I'll never have it, but it's pretty good. Don't ask how I know. I can just see people now going to the the dojo, like the clan credit Koisk, and getting more credits. Just I need more credits. Doing it for plat is kind of cringe, but imagine people like draining the clan fund of platinum just to pay for lap dances. That would be bad. And fairly accurate to the way it works IRL. My immersion. Oh, Ember Heirloom. Isn't it permanently in the market? I don't believe so. From what I hear, the heirloom skins, they come and they go, and you can never obtain them again. I could be wrong about this because I'm just like, what the hell do I know? I feel like I don't know anything about the game anymore, but I remember hearing in conversation that the heirloom skins are temporarily available, and once they go away, you cannot ever obtain them. Only Frost Heirloom, I think, is limited. Why would Frost Heirloom be limited and not the other ones? So. That doesn't make any sense.
2 men, try again.
Looks like we lost one. Seems like they were busy.
Having a week of fun, that Krill. Rodents in your house, Krill. Thieving rodents. Make me come to Mars, do your job for you. Smash the crystal. Break the tunnel.
Only Frost and Mag?
Change for you.
I don't understand. Why are some... Well, so, I definitely need to get Ember's Heirloom, I guess. I always really had a hard time with the Ember skin. There was an Ember skin that had like a mohawk. I couldn't find a way to fashion Ember. It just never felt... I felt like I needed more options, so I'm happy to hear that there's like a real popular Ember skin that everybody's kind of all about. I definitely will need to get it. I think because the old ones you couldn't buy with platinum, because they were the very first DE introduced. Then it got backlash so much they changed it, like how it is now. I see. Also, Mag and Frost cost real money. Interesting. Interesting. I did not know. Today I learned. The bigger a company gets, the more tedious it becomes to keep everybody happy.
When extreme emotions meet pure void energy, they can
I
change
think with
reality.
all of the design
Break
decisions
the
that
laws of
DE has
nature.
implemented over the
Might this
years,
explain the connection
a
between
little
these
bit of grace can
crystals?
be applied. Particularly to how consistently and how well they pay attention to the feedback from their community in order to make adjustments. 9 times out of 10, it actually like ruins my gameplay experience and I get a little frustrated about it. But it also tends to become the greater good in terms of design. And I mean, I don't want to be gouged price-wise. So of course I don't like that stuff. But I always try to tip the scale because I tend to go in really hard and complain, like critique DE and their choices. Very common. It's very common for me to do. And so I find it necessary to be a little bit more balanced about my like perspective. It's one of those things where it's like it can be the game that I love to hate, you know, but it's only because I love the game that I have as strong of a bias in certain, you know, contexts. Like, I can have a very voracious opinion, but I mean, we're L5 because the game's great. But also, I can, you know, have these little moments where I just kind of... this rage flares up inside of me. It's almost always a QOL thing that I lose that they just kind of strip away from me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then patiently, you know, give it a couple months or give it like a cycle or a quarter of, you know, and it turns out to benefit the community very well. And I'm just like, well, greater good, I guess. I mean, I'm easy to please. All they have to do is bring back Excal Umbra. Sorry, Excal Prime. Bring me... let me have Sun Wukong Umbra Prime. I think that's a thing, and I want it. And also give me Excal Prime. And then I just don't care anymore. I don't care. The game could go full PvP, and I mean 99% PvP, and they just like completely destroy PvE and make it a pay-to-win game. But if they gave me Excal Prime, I'd be fine. I'd be fine with it, actually. I'd be fine with it. Excal Prime pissed off so many people. I've had so many conversations about it. So when these things happen, I kind of, I don't know. I feel like numb to it in a way. but it's good. It's content. I'll copy that one out of the Warframe wiki comment. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So what do you think about it, Critnex? What's your opinion? Like, if you had to give a hot take on what happened there, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Kitty, kitty. Looks like we're approaching rotation C, so I'm gonna finish up here. I'll catch that video and then I'll get going. GG. I don't mind. You don't mind if things are limited edition and you can never get them again? Is my guess. Only cosmetics. That's fair. I was talking about this earlier today. Guild Wars doesn't have power creep in its legendaries. Like, it's the same stat as Ascended, and Ascended is 1/20th the cost of the legendaries. I really, 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 really appreciate and approve, like, sign me up for decisions like that, where you're paying an exorbitant cost, which is to say an unnecessary or obscene or overpaying for like this, you know, resource from the dev team to program fashion into the game further than what already exists. Like, you give me all of that, please, but don't gate me with a price tag for mechanics or like, yeah, I don't like that. That's wrong. I don't want that. I still missed a few color palettes. Yeah, that's kind of spicy. I don't like running into things that other players have that I can't copy. Like, believe it or not, one of the most valuable interactions that I have, like even lately, right, is with you, in fact. Don't you feel special? Don't you feel special? You've had a huge impact, and it's because I'm able to copy paste things from you. And albeit, like, I think one of the first interactions we had is I was just trying to copy your fashion. Like, what the fuck? I was like, why don't I have this? What do you mean I can't have this? What? Like, it's actually... It's so cringe to me. Like, it's unbearable in some way. But the builds, you know, there's like... That's a really cool invention, you know, to allow players to copy builds and copy fashion. It creates this very meaningful, like, conversation between the players, and I value it. It's one of the reasons why I need to have everything. And so I can chase that QOL of being able to bridge gaps, and not just knowledge, but like... There's a sense of individuation that's expressed in the game that is very convenient to copy-paste. Especially if people theorycraft, you know. It's one thing to copy-paste another build and another player's theorycraft, but I've been the type of player to homebrew, and like new Draco meta breaking Banshee before she was a thing as a DPS, like it had the highest QOL of any like XP farm for focus at the time. I think this is way before ESO. And so as somebody who has been very tedious and meticulous and workshop, you know, brainstorming to calibrate a homebrew, it feels really like warm and friendly to be able to share builds with, like to receive shared builds, you know, from other players, and especially fashion. Anyway, time to go. GG. GG.